And three, two, one. We're live. Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Ronnie C and the Goa lad. We're back here with a podcast on the Ballers podcast. How we all doing? And hey, how's it going, Goa lad?
All good, buddy. Been pretty busy, the both of us for the last 1 month. How's it going? I know Bombay isn't ideal at the moment, but how are your feelings about that?
Oh, it's terrible, man. I'm thinking of coming to on holiday to Goa, like 100%. Genuinely, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but not this week.
Yeah.
Maybe the next week after that, like just
Mm.
for a few days, depending if
Yeah.
travel is easy or not. But I'm definitely planning to come because can't really do anything in Bombay at the moment. So
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a good break for you as well. I think you've not reached Goa. It's been more than a year, right?
yeah, I haven't
So,
traveled anywhere in a year, man. It's a bit silly. So no, that's something I'm a
fucking
bit serious about. I
pandemic.
just need to check. Huh?
Fucking pandemic, dude.
I know. But you know what? Sometimes I think a pandemic like this was, see, look, end of the day, you don't want anyone ever, like, you don't want anyone to lose their life for something stupid, right? Like, for example, but I think genuinely this pandemic has changed the world. Like, I hope the changes continue. But you know what I mean? Just about like hygiene and like just how seriously pandemic should be looked at, I feel, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that's one way to look at it. That's the
Yeah.
positive way to look at it, right? And I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
what
I
can we
mean, yeah.
what else can we do right now? This you'd rather look at it and take the positives because anyway, the media and most of the people just keep talking about the negatives. So
I know,
in
man. But
case
it's
all our
silly.
viewers are tuned in, let's spread some positivity on that as
I
well
know,
because there's
exactly. I know.
there's
Oh,
good
guys,
things,
and
there's bad things,
oh yeah.
but
But anyway, guys,
gotta
if
see
you've
the
just tuned in for the
positivity.
first time, make sure to go follow our channels, Super RC and Goalad. All the links will be in the description. We're doing giveaways on here specifically for the Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max in any variant. So make sure to follow us on Instagram, subscribe to this channel, and check all the links in the description. And Goalad, anything to add to that before we continue the video?
Yeah, I'd say, the guys who are tuned in right now on the Ballers podcast, most of you know us, but in case you're new here, so we both do regular videos every week, and you guys should tune in, subscribe, but mainly also enjoy this channel because this channel is more for y'all to get to know us much better. So
Yeah.
make sure that you're subscribed to us and you follow us on our Instagrams as well, so that you get to know everything that goes on in our lives and we can share even more with you guys. So that's pretty important. So, with that out of the way, what are we doing now? What are the interesting topics, Ronnie? I've heard there's a lot happening in the social media world.
Yeah, I know. So let's get up straight with the topic that I wanted to talk about before we talk about more about ourselves. It is going to
Yeah.
be all over social media because this weekend there's the big fight, which is Ben Askren, decorated wrestler from the UFC, one
Right.
championship,
Yeah.
against Jake Paul, a YouTuber who's just been boxing for a bit. Yes, I
Boo.
know, man. Honestly,
Boo.
I actually like Logan Paul. Like, I mean, obviously in the KSI fight, I was rooting for KSI. Don't get me
Yeah.
there. But genuinely, I feel Logan is a better dude. Like he's just a bit more. I don't know. Like he seems like a
Yeah.
cooler guy
Like,
to talk to. Like I know Jake Paul might be acting this whole time, but I just feel like Logan is a more likable guy. If that
no,
makes
I think, you know what? There was a stage where whatever happened with Logan as well changed him
yeah.
because he was also going at the trajectory where he was, flying high and
No,
he
but
was
he was
also
also
off.
like whatever. But this Jake Paul is a different level, man. Like
Yeah. No, but
at
I'm
least
saying
Logan Paul was
sometimes,
funny when he did it. Like you know what I mean?
yeah, but I'm saying sometimes, you need to feel a loss in your life to understand where you stand. So
Yeah.
then after that KSI fight, it really just showed how much more mature
Mm.
he is now.
No, but
Logan
he
Paul is so much more mature and
yeah,
he's like much more fun to watch too. And he himself says that, this
yeah,
entire situation and the fight with KSI also changed him a
yeah.
lot.
I think
So
what
that was
his main
pretty
thing
good.
changed him was that video that that I don't want to get into it, but that
Yeah,
controversial
yeah, yeah.
video.
No, I know. I'm talking
Yeah,
about that. I'm saying what happened was the video happened, and then after that, the fight happened, right? So these
yeah,
two things, one shook his world and one kind of revived it.
yeah,
So you kind of need to sometimes get a reality check to, actually mature. So he's so matured, and I love his new content, dude. It's very enjoyable, very watchable.
but I'll
It's
tell
pretty
you what,
fun.
content like his vloggy style videos. A lot of people say this. He's copying David Dobrik, because David Dobrik actually has like very short, quick, to the point, fun videos. A lot of people
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that, but I guess Logan Paul is trying to Dude, David Dobrik's videos have been like super trending, not because of his incident lately, which we'll cover in another video, but no,
Mm.
he's just generally, if you see his content, it's very like short and entertaining, which it resonates, right? Like a lot of people don't really have time in the world, right? Anymore.
Yeah, like the rise of TikTok should just tell us
Yeah, I
enough.
know.
People people don't even have more than 30 seconds for entertainment. They're done with
Yeah,
it. So even reels, Instagram reels,
right.
all that just shows now
Yeah.
short form content is here to stay.
Correct, correct. And without deviating off the topic, have you been watching Ben Askren? Man, have you seen that little pie face thing he did to Jake Paul? And then,
Yeah, I
um,
saw that was pretty funny, and I saw Jake Paul bitch slapping his butt.
yeah, yeah, I know. It's like everyone's like, oh, if a guy's reaction to pie facing is to slap you on your belly or your butt or something, that should show you he's not a real fighter or something.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like that
But
was such
have you
a
seen his Rocky parody video? That's even funnier.
yeah. It was pretty fun. I saw that yesterday itself,
Yeah.
and also I saw his interview with Logan Paul on their podcast,
Oh,
which
impulsive,
was
right? Hey,
yeah
Ben
on
Askren's a
impulsive.
really cool guy, man.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, and even at the end of the podcast, they realized he was a pretty cool guy. So
Yeah, I'm quite sure even they liked him. They felt kind of bad watching that Jake Paul's video after, but dude, like, look, it's good for marketing because like Ben Askren's a good guy, Jake Paul's the bad. Jake Paul will just make a lot of money, so Ben Askren. But yeah, man,
bro, I
like
want Jake Paul to get knocked the fuck out, man.
same,
I
same,
can't
same.
stand, bro. I can't stand that dude, man. Like
No, but I'll
seriously,
tell
he's
you
a
what, a
pain.
lot of people used to say, I make a funny comparison, but Floyd Mayweather, because he was the bad guy, people wanted him knocked out as well, right?
Mm,
But at the same time, I felt like someone like Floyd Mayweather or Conor McGregor, when they used to trash talk, you kind
yeah.
of were like rooting for them as well. Like, like they're the bad guy, like, that you kind of
Yeah, but
like the
that's
anti.
also because they had the ability and skills to prove their trash talk, right? Like they
Yeah.
weren't
But
just
like Jake Paul's is just like playing out weird. Like I don't know. I
yeah,
don't enjoy it. Like it's funny. Like
beating
it's not even like that funny. Like I'm kind of like I'm not even like that one of those guys like, oh, Ben Askren should really beat him up. I'm just like, yeah, Jake Paul is kind of weird. Like, I'd rather watch Logan Paul fight like
bro.
someone.
He almost lost to Deji, and he's talking like he's Conor McGregor, bro. I don't know
I
what
know.
like that's
Deji. Yeah. Look, Jake Paul
that's
has
that's the
years to train, so he's definitely at a decent level. But as Ben
no
Askren puts
he
it, if you do
he
anything for
is
three
he is
years, you're gonna feel better. Doesn't mean you're world class. Doesn't mean you're a
yeah,
professional.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's where like Connor and this who's that Mayweather, they're different because they've been doing it from a young age. They're proper professionals in their
Correct, correct.
field.
They've been doing
So
it for years, bro. Even when we
yeah,
started
yeah,
playing our sports, like I
yeah,
remember after 3 years, we did get good, but it's not good enough to like play pro.
yeah. It's
Like, you know what I
like
mean? You can't play football and cricket for 3 years, right?
yeah,
And then
yeah,
all
yeah.
of a sudden be like, you know what, like unless you're like Messi or Ronaldo level, say like, yeah, I'm
No,
pro.
it's like say we've been playing for more than 10 years, and then there's someone who
Yeah.
starts this year, and in 3 years, him like if that same person is playing versus us. You're not gonna like be at the same
I
level.
got I
You
got a
might be
perfect
good,
example. I have a perfect example.
you might be better, but since you've had so much muscle memory and so many experiences in the sport,
Exactly.
you're not
Muscle
gonna
memory
just
plays
get
bro. It's just practice,
yeah,
practice, practice. And
yeah,
you know who thought who could beat us? Mr. X. Don't forget, Mr. X didn't even need a month's training to say that he could beat me at football and you at cricket.
yeah, because he never gets tired, right? So
Yeah,
that's self proclaimed statement. I never
I
get
know.
tired, boys. What are you on about?
Oh my god, I know. Hey, everyone wants to know Mr. X, man. I'm telling you. Like,
And then you remember the infamous football game? We went to test that
oh my
tired theory
god,
out.
kids 5 years old. Like, what's one guy was what 6, 8 years old, and he was running around more than him, and Mr.
Yeah,
X was tired as hell.
Mr. X was knackered. He had to get some vitamin C and some
Yeah, yeah,
glucose. But moving on to something else other than Mr. X for this episode.
yeah.
So, who's your money on for this fight realistically? Like, I mean, we've said who we want to
Tough
lose
one,
and win,
tough
but
one.
who do you think is realistically going to win this fight?
Actually, this is one of those things I really can't. I wouldn't put money on this fight because it's so weird. But if I had, let's just say like a small amount by I mean decent amount. If I had to bet,
Yeah.
I'd
Not that
bet
we
on Ben
promote betting
Askren.
on anything, but
I'd
it's
bet
just
on Ben Askren to win. Not
Okay,
because I
fair enough.
want him to win, but I just feel that I feel Jake Paul can win, but only if he lands one of those lucky shots. Because Ben Askren can take a punch, and in MMA,
Yeah,
gloves
yeah,
are
yeah.
smaller. In this, gloves are much bigger. Like for example, and I'm sure Ben Askren definitely has more cardio than him, and I'm
Bro,
sure
he
Ben
can take a
Askren can
punch.
take punches, kicks. Huh?
He can take a punch. He can take a fucking knee to his face as well, dude. He's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some amateur guy.
Yeah, exactly. So if it was one of those guys who had a glass jaw, then I think, oh, you know what? I think that guy can lose. But bro, Ben Askren has been in in like with the UFC ring with actual freaking monsters of people who've never knocked him out
Yeah,
except that Jorge Masvidal. Yeah, and
yeah,
that too was like a quick knee in the first few seconds. Like bro, in
yeah.
21
Correct,
years of
correct.
career, he's never been rocked.
Yeah,
Like so, I don't get that. That's what I mean. It has to be a really lucky shot. I think.
I think the only way is getting rocked if the Rock enters the ring.
Oh my god.
If you smell la 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 la.
Oh my god. Well, The Rock. If you
Okay.
smell. Oh, we have a mic for it as well. What The
Uh,
Rock? Oh, speaking of a spontaneous topic, did you see WrestleMania was there last couple of days? For the first time in over a year, they had a full audience. How good that was to see. Damn.
man, I haven't seen it, but yeah, you can tell me.
Go on YouTube for the first time in a year. They did it in Florida because Florida is the only place that allows like live
Yeah,
events or
yeah, yeah.
something.
Correct,
So
correct.
after a year, full house. I think it was what 30,000 people. They did it over 2 days just so they could maximize it. But
Yeah.
bro, having the crowd in the thing is just different. Like I could tell all the wrestlers were like buzzing to perform. Like that's why they
Mm.
held WrestleMania there because they spoke to the mayor. And yeah, like Florida's open. So if you want to go to Miami,
Who was their mayor? Churchill?
no. But bro,
Uh,
if we have to go to Miami, we gotta go, man.
Yeah, bro, I've told you about Miami, dude. Best place I've been to when it comes to parties. There's no place better than that.
I know, bro. No, I'm planning
Mm.
to go to the States.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice,
acting
nice.
related
When are you
stuff. No
planning? When are you
jokes.
planning, bro? When are you planning?
Actually, July was the first, but I think July, the problem with July is that everything's not going to be fully opened up.
Hmm.
So I'm going for some acting stuff only, actually.
Oh, nice,
So I
nice.
spoke to a lot of the acting academies, agents, all the sort of things. So they are
Okay.
officially opening in June, California. So he said July
Okay.
you can come, but he's saying if you really want to be absolutely 100% sure, you come in August or September. So my plan is to go in August or September, depending on. I'll just wing it, bro. At this point, it's not anything I can pre-plan. I can kind of plan it, but it's one of those
Got
things
it. Got
like
it.
I have to. But if I go, I'll be going for at least 2 months
Okay.
because it's
I mean,
like
it's good. I can, since I've gone like just 3 years ago, I can just suggest so many places because,
you should
man,
drop
America.
by when I'm there. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, when you're there.
Yeah.
If you have a fixed date, then maybe I'll work something around that.
No, so I'm definitely planning. See, depending on how COVID takes shape, but after speaking to the people in the States, they said that you can come in the month, you can come from July onwards, but he's saying if you really want to experience LA fully open, like California, then you come
Yeah.
in fall. For them, fall is August, September. All right.
Yeah.
Summer is
I mean,
June, July.
it'll be really nice, dude, hitting up some places. But hopefully the vibe will not be too dead, if you get
Mm.
what I mean.
No, but
So
I'm
only
going for
Miami.
work related stuff, right? So I'm
No,
not.
no, no. But I'm
Uh,
saying when I'm there,
yeah.
you're going for work, sure. But when I'm there, we're not gonna just do
No,
work.
but Miami is fully open. So like when you come, we
Okay.
can just catch a flight, go to Miami.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So hopefully the vibe's pretty good in Miami when I'm there because,
No, it's full, dude.
man,
I've been checking people in Miami. It's
honestly,
crazy.
3 years ago it was so crazy. I've not seen anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
And the locals were really lovely and were quite friendly and enjoyable to chill with. So it was
Mhm.
pretty awesome.
But I'll tell you one thing that I want to do before I go to the States for work. What I really
Yeah,
need is a trip
yeah,
to Japan, even just for a week. 100%. So before I go to the States, if Japan is open to taking tourists in,
yeah,
I am definitely 100% going to. Obviously, I know you'll be coming as well if I go. But
yeah,
dude, like,
bro. I that is one place that is on my checklist for so long.
no, but
We have
I'm
to
telling
go.
you right now, it's something I have to do before I go to the States because before I go to the States, it's going to be a bit of intensive work. So I need a fresh mind before going. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you need a proper holiday before going there.
Yeah, correct, correct. I can't do COVID and this lockdown and then go to the States and then have more intensive work, right? Does that make sense? So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was planning if things open up in Japan in like end of July or even August, right?
yeah.
We go in August just for even for a and
We go
and you know
Japan.
who said who's coming as well? Ane,
No, who?
Ane.
Oh my God, I thought you were gonna say Mr. X.
No, 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 no. He's going somewhere else, like a
I
place
I
we
would have
really
I would have
shouldn't
been
be going.
I would have been shook if that
Yeah.
happened.
No,
No,
no.
but that's
Ane
cool,
said
bro. I mean, it's really cool that Anna is coming as well. The more, the merrier. So it'll
no
be a
because
good
he
vibe.
also kind of realized we're going for that vibe where like Japan won't be fully open, but we want to go
Yeah, yeah.
experience the food, experience the experience the culture, just travel, just get away from everything. Does that make sense? Like,
Bro, I wanna buy a katana.
can we get it back? I doubt.
I will get a fake one.
All right.
No, no. I
Start
mean, I'm just
Anna.
saying.
No, no, Mr.
No, because they're pretty cool, right? Like the real ones are so cool, dude.
Bro, because I think even he needs like a time away from here. Does that make
Yeah,
sense? Like it's so draining.
got it. But don't you
So
don't you think like those like traditional samurai stuff like katanas and other things are so cool? Like the way that they are made over there.
yeah, like kimonos even as well. Kimonos are quite nice.
Yeah. Like I feel all that traditional stuff is like pretty sick the way it looks.
Yeah, actually, I want to get like an actual katana or like an actual sword from there, but let's see. But, bro, I'm just telling you, look, regardless of how things pan out and how my work is or your work is, depending where we have to go, this
Mm,
Japan trip, we don't need Japan to be fully open. We just need them to be accepting foreigners in, right? For example,
yeah,
we don't need it to be like at 100% vibe, which it won't be in the next few months. Does it make sense? Like,
yeah.
we are gonna go over there to get lost, to get away from
Mm,
everything, to kind of
yeah.
reset the
But that's
mind.
the
So we go,
bro.
we
I'll
go.
take
We
it.
don't
I'll
think we
take
just
it.
go.
In Japan, I don't want the vibe. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I'd be very happy just going there and just like being
Eating,
a part of that.
drinking, traveling,
Yeah,
getting
Just enjoying that raw culture is an experience itself. Like
correct, correct. Like
you
dude,
don't
we have to go. Like I'm kind of
yeah.
like now that India,
You
like
don't need a big massive party scene there to enjoy yourself. So it's pretty like amazing
correct,
by
correct.
itself.
But we gotta go though, dude, because it's honestly like it is. I mean, I don't know if it's just me right now. You know what's going on, but it is a bit draining. Like,
No, it's not just you. Like, although I just came and met you for a couple of days in Bombay, then went to Hyderabad, even a mini break just frees up your mind so much.
yeah, yeah,
It's just, it's just something of being stuck in the same circle that gets too monotonous. So you need a
yeah.
break, even if it's for a couple of days, a week,
Correct.
a month. You just need a break.
And for all the viewers watching as well, life is gonna get pretty shit and get shit. You gotta find joy in doing little things. As silly as it sounds, you
Yeah.
gotta find the joys in life, like wherever you can find it, because it is gonna be
Yeah.
shit if you don't go try and find that joy. I'm just
and
gonna say,
as cliched as it is, you have to work on yourself, like try to get into like a good zone, work on whatever projects, work on whatever you've
correct,
always
correct,
wanted to do before and never had time to do that. Work on that, because once things get better, you'll be ahead of the game, so you
yeah.
should
And you
always
have to work on
try
yourself.
to
That's
do
the most
something like that.
important thing. Like
Yeah,
putting energy into someone or something is look as much as it can sound like you're doing a good thing, you have to kind of get yourself back and going, you know what, the best thing is always work on yourself, because
yeah.
you've got yourself, right? I guess, right?
Yeah,
That's the best.
because in the end, yourself is not going to let you
Yeah,
down, right? Like
yeah.
things things
Yeah.
things externally, what is happening in the world is not in your
Yeah.
control, but what are your actions from when you wake
Mhm.
up till when you sleep is totally in
Yeah.
your hands. So
Yeah.
we all stuck in the same shithole, guys, but we got to do what
Yeah.
we got to do.
Let's stick it out together, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
by the way, have you watched the Justice League Schneider cut?
No, I haven't, man. I haven't had 4 hours of my time to just
But you know
give
what? It was
that way.
actually well made. It wasn't like as amazing as Avengers, but definitely better than the original. But dude, I'm telling you what, it's actually worth a watch. You got to go to that Book My Show, BMS or whatever it's called, and rent it on
Uh,
there on your TV. That app is there.
No, but is this thing? Is it only available on that or
Yeah,
what?
only available in India. It's only available in that BMS or whatever it's called. Book My Show
So
app.
what?
Book My
There's an
Show
app.
streaming or something.
Oh, they have their own streaming
Yeah,
platform
on
now.
your TV. So you do it straight on your TV.
I thought I saw some ad on Amazon or something.
No, no, no. I checked, dude. I checked. But I'll tell you what, it was definitely good. Huh? Like the pacing wasn't too slow. It was actually good. We've seen a lot worse movies, a lot shorter, that have been a lot more boring. Like
Like that Ryan
Ryan
Gosling movie.
Gosling, Only God Forgives.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure even God didn't forgive him for that
I
fucking movie.
I like how me and you always end up watching Charlie Hunnam's film in London at Westfield. For some reason, we saw
Yeah, yeah.
Pacific Rim together and we saw King Arthur as well together.
Yeah, but Pacific Rim was fun.
Hey, even King Arthur I liked actually, no? You had
Yeah,
David
King
Beckham
Arthur was
making a cameo.
fun. I think who was that? David Beckham, right? He
Yeah,
was
he
there for a
was
bit.
there, no, as a cameo here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, like, it's oh, did you watch I started watching You, by the way.
You started watching me. I've been
No,
watching you
no,
for a
no.
while, bro.
Oh my god. No, but it was definitely boring. I'll tell you that first two episodes. See, I like the concept, but it was a bit slow, but now it's picked up, so it's a lot more interesting.
No, trust me, as I'm gonna tell you, like even when my I first told my dad you gotta watch this show, he was like, it's a bit slow, dude. It's like nothing's
Yeah.
really happening. But
Yeah.
once things start happening, like you're hooked. You're hooked.
I've
It's
watched
pretty
six
awesome.
episodes so far. Six.
Trust me, it's
It's
getting
10.
better. It's getting
No, no,
better.
it is. It is already good. Like I'll watch this whole
There's a
season
reason
and I'll watch the next season as well.
there's a reason why it's like one of the highest rated shows
But
because
I'm
it's
one of
pretty
those
good.
guys, like sometimes I can't wait for certain shows. Like Game of Thrones, I never read the spoilers. Like for the
Uh,
previous seasons, where I want it to
yeah, but
be.
now you're lucky.
Right?
No, you have 3 seasons, I think, to watch.
Yeah, but I already know what happens in the first season.
That's okay. But as long as you don't know what happens in the second and third, it's good.
No, the third, I don't even know if it's out, but the second, I don't know exactly what happens, but I know what happens in the first.
Okay. Anyway, that's the price you pay for being late.
No, no, I went looking for it.
uh,
I'm just one of
if
those
you
guys
if
that
you
sometimes, dude, I really don't like surprises. I'll tell you that right now.
you're one of the guys who's like if you someone tells you to read a book, you'll read the last page first.
I won't read the book. I don't have the patience to read a book, number
No, no,
one.
no. But like for example's sake, you'd rather want to know the climax. Then what's the point of watching the show? Like, what's the
I'll
fun
tell you
then?
what I do. I can't be asked to read a book, but if someone says, okay, there's this really intriguing film or whatever, right? See, like Game of Thrones, the last few seasons, I didn't see the spoilers because I liked that show and I wanted to be surprised. Okay.
Okay.
But there are some movies with some people who tell me oh, you can't wait. You can't wait. I honestly can't wait. I go looking for the actual freaking spoiler.
No, no, no. I'm completely opposite to that. I like the whole cinema experience or like the
I
whole
I looked up what
I like
happens
the
in
whole build up
Endgame.
per episode on like what's gonna happen, that's why I watch shows out when they're immediately there and I can
Yeah.
watch them. If I like something, I watch them straight because
Yeah.
I don't like spoilers. It's kind of I feel it defeats the purpose of the entire thing. So
No, but it's not
Endgame
really
also I
I
guess.
read the spoilers before watching it. But I sometimes enjoy kind of knowing what happens, and then
Remind me not to tell you that I like a show then.
no, no, I won't tell you. I'm not one of those spoiler guys that will tell you. But
Okay. As
no,
long
but
as
what I do is
as long as you
sometimes
don't
like
spoil it for other people, that's
no, no,
great.
I don't, I
Like
don't. No,
that.
no, I'm not that guy, man.
I've
No one
been
likes
with
that
someone
guy.
I've been with someone who's done that and that's just so pointless, dude.
No,
Like
no, no. I
I
wouldn't do
went with
that to people because I wouldn't want to ruin someone else's. Because I'll tell you what
I
the
went
thing
with
is with me. Like even with Endgame, I knew who died, but when I'm watching the film, right, I am building up that excitement because I know that fight's gonna happen, and then
yeah,
when
yeah,
that music just kicks in, I'm like, damn, this is even better than what I read, right?
yeah,
And then I'll come home and like for the next month, I'll watch the same thing on YouTube, that scene, because it gives me goosebumps. So like it's almost like a
yeah,
little teaser, even though I know what's gonna happen. It's kind of
yeah.
like it's a weird one with me. Like
Bro,
yeah.
I'm telling you, at least the good thing about you is you don't spoil it for others because
Okay.
I've been with someone who I'll give you an example. I went for a movie, okay, and the whole premise of the movie was this lady who's the main lead,
Hmm.
she's faking being pregnant, okay.
Right.
and that you supposedly come to know at the end of the movie. So I
Yeah.
went and I sat at the theater, and the girl I was with, she was like, you know what? She's
Yeah.
not at all pregnant. I'm like, what? How the hell do you know?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I forgot to tell you. Like, I've just read up online on the whole thing. So, yeah,
Yeah.
she's not pregnant, and she's actually the murderer of what's going to happen in the movie. I was like, why the fuck are we here, dude? what's the what's the freaking point of fucking coming to a movie if you're going to spoil it for someone else?
Correct. 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 I know.
It's good that you are not doing that. Like, don't be
No,
that
no, no.
person, people.
Definitely
If
not.
you're
Definitely
listening,
not. Definitely not.
you
Oh,
should.
by the
If you
way,
like to read up on it, do that, but don't spoil it for others. It's no
no, no, I
fun.
don't, bro. I'm not that guy. I've learned over the years. Don't be that guy. No, if everyone's watching, don't be that guy. Um. Oh, but you
Yeah,
didn't tell
trust
me
me,
who
it's
you
not.
putting money on, by the way.
I'm putting my money on Ben Askren
Yeah.
because of two reasons. One's because the man knows how to take a punch very,
Yeah.
very well. Although his boxing ability may not be, even I'd even go to say that maybe Jake Paul can give a much better punch on, Ben Askren. But I feel this guy can take it, and if he takes it for a couple of rounds, then Jake Paul will gas out, and that'll be it. So I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is.
On Ben Askren, right? Hello.
Random.
You, hello. Hello. Your
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just for the last 5 seconds. Can you say that again? Your screen froze and your voice froze the last 5 seconds.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah, yeah, I was saying I'd rather put my money on an Olympian and like a proper athlete than someone who's just like, just coming up in the scene.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I get it. Yeah, no, true. Oh, and speaking of which, I was just gonna mention right now, like, trigger warning for because this topic for the next 2 minutes is gonna be regarding SA. So, yeah, SA guys, look it up. And yeah, this is trigger warning because it's recent news that came out about Jake Paul. And those who are watching on video, I'm gonna be doing this now, so you can stop listening. And when I do that again, we've finished the topic, so you can listen again. So if you're watching now, let's do that, and we'll do it again when the anyway. So yeah, I just want to talk about it because, dude, a lot of these, the David Dobrik, we've not got into it, but he had some serious
Mm.
stuff come out, because his vlogs or whatever. But one
Yeah,
girl came out yesterday. This is literally yesterday's news, right?
yeah.
Is that one girl is blaming Jake Paul for SA, and she's got all the proof, she's got the pictures, everything, and like literally, it's kind of like it is proper SA, because like I don't want to get into too many details, but like he took her to a room and they were making out and stuff because I think she liked him or whatever,
Mm. Yeah,
and she didn't want to escalate it further.
yeah.
So yeah, then basically he didn't go all the way, but he kind of like
He hit certain bases he wasn't supposed to, or
yeah
was
he
or where she wasn't comfortable.
but
Yeah.
apparently she was saying like he was done in 20 seconds, like
Okay.
whatever, like
I
yeah,
mean
but dude, even
that.
like face effing someone with
Yeah.
your with I mean, I don't even know what words to use on this show, like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
but I'm sure people got it by now. But like even that's just wrong. If it's not
yeah,
voluntary, then it's just wrong.
yeah, but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
there's a
even
lot
straight
coming out. There's a lot coming out, but I'll also say that some people, not being insensitive to anyone, but a lot of people ride the wave sometimes. Because I
correct,
remember
correct,
when the
100%, 100%.
because I
That was my
remember
first
I
thought because
yeah, yeah,
everyone's
because
coming out with
I
these things
remember
now.
when the Me Too movement came out, there was a
Yeah,
lot of good things that came out with that, but
yeah.
there was also some like fake accusations because people were taking advantage of
No,
that.
yeah, everyone wants cloud, right? So a lot of people will
Yeah,
fake accuse, but this
yeah.
girl genuinely seemed like based on you can go watch it, like
Okay.
just go YouTube it because
No, no,
bro, she's got yeah.
I'm not saying she's doing it for cloud, but I'm just saying you got to
No,
be
there will be
careful with
other
these things.
people that will come forward who will do it for cloud for sure.
True, true.
Yeah, but no, and we just want to clarify that we are fully in support of the victim in this case, because
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, man, like it's something that shouldn't be tolerated, really. I mean, there's plenty of people that will fake it and cloud it up. Sometimes
yeah,
they might misunderstand something, whatever. But in this
yeah.
case, what Jake did was, I mean, I'm quite 100% sure that he did it. It's kind of like, dude, it's a bit like, come on, man.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, if you're saying you're 100% sure, then it's proper to back your statement because then it's really bad.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I
I mean,
still never.
it's
I always leave 99.9. Like always. But in this, I'm quite confident. Like sounds
okay.
like him. You know what I mean? But then again, I
Hmm.
don't know him. But yeah, but if he did it, which I'm quite sure he did, like that's not cool, man. That's not
You
good.
know what? I'll also go to the extent of saying I'm not even surprised by that guy. Like, he just seems like one of those
Correct.
irresponsible
And it
characters
happens, right?
who,
Actually, with power and fame and stuff, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
You
It
can
does
get you get
happen,
so
but
many girls. Sometimes you kind of lose sense of like how you're
yeah, and
supposed to behave
and the
appropriately.
thing is, when you get that many girls or
Correct.
that much attention, and when someone says no,
Yeah.
it's like a big, like a big ego killer. So then
Correct.
that's when
Correct.
all this
Correct.
shit goes down.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it's
And
it's
obviously, it doesn't
it's
make
a
that
bit.
right, but
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no.
unfortunately, the
It's
world
not at
we
all right, but it's
yeah.
it's just how. That's why it's so important to have the right people around you. The more
Correct. Correct.
higher you go in life,
But
you
that's the
always
thing,
need to
right?
have the
Sometimes when you're there in
right
that
people to
zone and
keep you
like you have
grounded.
so many yes men around you that's saying yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes
yeah.
all the time.
That's the thing. I mean, even I remember before we were doing this Zoom call, I always told you like I'll always keep it. I'm going to keep it real with you, no matter like if it may sometimes you may feel bad about something, I may
Yeah.
feel bad about something,
No,
but
we got to be
it's
real,
better to
man.
be
100%. We got to be real.
it's better to be real and say things which normally people would just be like, yeah, yeah, no, no, you're right always, and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have someone who's going to be real at your face.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Correct. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, that's
So
pretty
yeah,
much
with David
that's what I
Dobrik,
thought.
Jake Paul, who's next? Fuck me.
But actually, David Dobrik was, just to clarify, wasn't the actual person that committed the assault, like the
Yeah,
essay.
yeah, yeah.
But
But
obviously,
very well,
he's
Ronnie.
blamed
Like,
because he created that environment. But
yeah,
that's the funny thing, man. They should actually be holding the actual person that committed the essay. They should be grilling him the
true, true,
most,
true. That is so
which
true.
is so funny on
And
the internet. Like I'm not seeing enough of it.
yeah, it's just because there's also because he has more clout that's why he's more
Yeah,
targeted
David
by
Dobrik's
everyone.
huge. The other guys aren't, right? Like that's the thing.
Yeah, yeah. So that what is going to make headlines? That other guy or David Dobrik? So
Correct, correct.
you know, media, social media, everything works
Mm.
on what's going to keep the
Correct, correct.
screen time going.
Yeah.
So
And should we
it
end
is
the
what it
essay
is.
part of the chat right now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay, guys. So that's the end of the essay part. So we're back
And
to
quickly,
talking normal.
since this weekend, since this Saturday, the IPL Indian Premier League has started, buddy. What are your thoughts on that?
You know what? I've been watching just bits and pieces. My dad loves it, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, to be honest, like any sport without a crowd, it's a bit this meh. But it's good that
yeah,
there's sports going on. And bro, I honestly I like cricket. I can't watch one days to be completely honest with you because
yeah,
it's just one of my things. But IPL, yeah, I
Just-
do enjoy watching.
yeah.
But then again, I'm not
So
as
like,
into it as you, like cricket wise.
yeah,
So
I mean that's because I genuinely like
played it right,
watching, and I've also played. So that's a different like professionally. So that's why I have a more keener interest because a lot of my mates are playing this IPL. A lot of my
right,
friends are
right.
playing this IPL. So
Mm.
it's always good to watch someone who you've played with like together, played for the same teams now do well in the IPL. It feels good. So I have like more personal interest when I watch this.
Right.
But I'd also say that although there's no crowd, but it's good to have entertainment because right now the second wave has hit. So it's good for people sitting at home to, at least watch something, have some form of entertainment while being home on their TV or dish or whatever, like
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of,
yeah.
trying to go out for entertainment. So it's pretty good.
Anyway,
And
yeah,
speaking of which, because you're from Mumbai, right? So like Mumbai is pretty crazy about the IPL. So,
yeah.
do you have any specific team you're supporting?
No, not really. But I know in my house everyone likes Mumbai Indians, so that's all I know.
Yeah, like so your dad is like proper Mumbai
Yeah, yeah,
Indians
Mumbai Indians.
guy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
The Ambanis.
Yeah, you must be a RCB, no? I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm RCB because
Not
I
Kolkata Knight Riders.
nah, man. I ain't a fan of that franchise or
What was that
you
song?
know
Lorbo Korbo Jeetbo Re.
Korbo Lorbo Jitbo. To be fair,
Oh
they've
my
at least
God.
won the IPL, whereas RCB's never won it.
Mm.
But you know, uh, if when you're a really like when you support a club truly, that's the real support. You support them when they don't win, also. So yeah,
You
but
know
it's
what? The one thing I don't like about Bombay,
yeah.
right? Bollywood, honestly. Like,
Really?
I am in that field, but I'll tell you something
Hmm.
right now. It is
Yeah.
toxic as hell. It is toxic. It's
Okay.
not, it is toxic. Like, you'll
But
rarely meet people in this field that are good. Does that make sense? Like I'm just
okay.
gonna go out and reckon and say there are a few people, of course, that are genuine and good, right? Who are good with you.
Yeah, so you're basically saying off camera, right? Like the actual life that they live.
Yeah, yeah, because dude, it's like it's as simple. I was told in this industry as well. You are a ladder that someone else is gonna use to try and climb, right? Which
Yeah.
I get. I get it. It's fair play, right? Everyone wants to succeed. Everyone wants to be an A-lister. Everyone wants to, right? Like I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
I get the competition. I know it's like this in LA as well, given Hollywood and stuff, right? I get it.
True, true. Yeah.
But it's become so normal and so part of life here, even with
Yeah.
people who are not in Bollywood, but like on the outskirts. Does it make sense? Because they've been hanging out at the Bollywood parties or things like that, right? It's
I know what you mean. Like they
yeah.
they kind of feel the need to be abrasive and rude just because they hang with the
Yeah,
same
but
people,
it's not
right?
even being rude. They live in a fictional bubble, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
No, that's what
sometimes
I'm trying to
I
get at.
wonder,
Like
I've
they
been
are,
here long enough.
yeah.
How can a person be like that? Like it's
I
dude,
think
you
it's
know what I
just
mean?
it's just that they feel extra privileged because they are around people from the industry. But
Correct.
I'd rather do something on my own and come up in life and be proud of that than to
Correct, correct.
you know
That's
feed
that's
off
one of the
someone
reasons I want to
feed
be
off
well
someone
traveled.
feeding off someone else's energy isn't the way to go about it.
But I'll tell you this right now, like I'm quite sure with me, Bombay is not the place I want to settle permanently. Like in a year, like there's 12 months. Of course, I'd live here 3 months, 5 months, whatever. But I can't
Yeah.
live. I've realized in the last 3 years of Bombay that I can't just because of the industry that I'm at. I'm not talking in general. That way, Bombay is a great place. Huh? Like Bombay is actually a
Yeah.
fantastic city, right? I
Yeah.
think obviously Goa is the best holiday destination, but Bombay is the best city in India, like Mumbai, right?
Okay.
Is the
I'm definitely agreeing with that.
yeah, 100%. Like if you're from a normal like a corporate, I'm sure there's it comes with its challenges, but I'll tell you what, the whole industry is like so toxic, so look, there's obviously good people in there, but people who okay, I'll tell you this. There's a lot of people who come to Bombay to try and get in the industry, right?
Yeah.
They pre-become toxic just before getting in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all an
I'll
act,
tell you,
man. It's all an
sometimes people
act.
at the higher
Yeah.
level are less toxic than majority of the people who are trying to break in because the people who are trying to break
That's
in.
because they've achieved something, dude. That's because they
Yeah,
know what it takes. Whereas these people are
yeah,
living in this fictional bubble where they think they've already made it when they've not done zilch. So
correct, correct. That's why I
it's
feel
it's
I'm like
just
in my
a
head, I'm like, dude, I'm like thinking in my head, you know what? This is not me 12 months in a year. I have to, come what may, go to another country and also explore my acting, my business, whatever, explore, live life because, dude, it's life is a limited clock, right? So you got to make the
yeah, yeah,
best you
yeah.
can when you are healthy, fit, whatever. You never know what's going to
You
come.
got to
So
do what you got to do, man.
yeah, but no, I just wanted to tell you that because people have this misconception about Bombay. Like, Bombay is a great city, absolutely. But if you're here in the whole Bollywood and modeling and stuff, look, you need a strong stomach, which I do. But if you're going to be here permanently, right, in that field, it is going to mess your head up. And you've already seen it with people who are like, in the older category and, all their stuff is coming out now and all the shady stuff that is going on. You know what I mean? Like, it's,
But I'd also say one thing. All of these shady things are not like just with Bollywood. They happen everywhere, dude. Like
no, they
everywhere,
do. But in
everywhere where there is
Bollywood, it's almost like you kind of have a license that it's okay.
yeah, like that's what happens when people think they are in power. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah, yeah,
think that they can
yeah.
trample upon everyone and
Yeah.
just that's what I'm like. This whole thing is connected in a similar way. Whether it was all these topics we spoke about before, it's like this fake sense of
Yeah.
being above everyone else.
No, but
That's
as
where
you
all
know
these
this,
issues start.
in India, there's two kings, right? One is Bollywood, one is cricket. Okay.
Yeah,
You've been
true.
well enough in the cricket field to know the politics, to know all the this
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that and what. But see, even though
yeah,
you love cricket, right, you had a
yeah,
strong stomach for the politics and everything that went with it.
yeah,
It
yeah.
didn't
True.
push you off the love of cricket. I don't think
Yeah, yeah,
so.
yeah, for sure. Because that's a passion, right?
No,
That's
no,
that's
but
if
I'll
you're
tell you what,
passionate
even
about
though acting
something.
is my passion,
Yeah.
this puts it off and this makes you think. I'll tell you what it makes you think. It makes you think, stop acting because it's so toxic and go do something else, like business or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or keep at it in acting you'll get success or whatever, but it's gonna screw your mind as years go by. Like it's gonna not put you in the best place.
Yeah, but that's something which I feel genuinely has happened in our generation. Like, it's gotten so toxic when it comes to all of these things that, as you're saying, like, to make it, you probably will have to lose a few screws as well down the road. So
No, no, I'm not. It's not about a few screws. The thing is, the industry is not changing. Like, for example, I feel like it's very dude. Trust me, it's just one of those things. Like, you can't fight it. You have to make a decision. You know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But all I'm
Like,
saying is, like, since you're in this industry anyway, like, you got to push through and do your thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It is messy, but it is what it is. You know. Like, just thought I'll
You
bring that
can't.
up
You
because
also, like, these things are gonna happen, so you can't let them stop and, like, define what you are gonna be
yeah.
in life. So
But think about it. That's why so many actors have actually left the acting industry.
yeah, 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 for sure. I mean, it is. People think it's a joke, the way that they watch movies and, like,
No,
just
but even in football and cricket, when people retire and leave, even if they leave on bad
yeah,
terms, they might come back as
yeah,
a pundit, they might come back as an analyst or a coach or something, or get into a different field, right? Like there's an option. But I've noticed a lot of people that leave Bollywood are freaking done
yeah,
with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah.
it's
Because at
nuts.
least in sport, there's a respect for what you've achieved before, and you
Yeah,
can
yeah. Here
still
there's a
carry
here
that.
there's
You can still carry that forward because it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and, like, playing a sport isn't easy as it looks on TV or whatever.
yeah,
So
yeah. No,
it's
I
it's a
do,
lot
I do,
more.
I
And
do like Bollywood in the sense like I see. Look, it is one of
but
the
I'd
biggest
say,
industries.
what, Ronnie, quickly, I'd say that in that way, I really respect the way that at least sports traditions are followed, where you can do something else, even though even you may not be the best person who's played that sport, but you
Yeah,
still get something to do later on related to
correct,
that and
correct,
around that
exactly,
field.
exactly.
Even at, like, even coaching, you can become a
Yeah.
coach, so you're not totally lost.
Correct, correct. But yeah, I'm sure there's obviously positives in Bollywood as well. Like there's obviously, even though there's a lot of negatives, there's positives for sure as well, right? But um I don't know. I always, maybe it's just my personal opinion. Anyway, guys, as you know, this is all our personal opinion. I always
Yeah,
feel a
we're just
sports
we're
I always feel a
we're just
sports
here to
career with the good and the bad is always more
yeah.
better for your development.
It's good to talk about the dark side of things as well. It's not
Correct, correct.
always all hail mary everywhere, and we are just here having a conversation, the two of us, but we're also sharing how we feel about things which are personal and close to us. So that's what
Right.
this podcast is all about. It's
Anyway,
about sharing our thoughts and our journey together with you guys.
correct. And I think we've gone over the time limit. I think we should leave it at that. And yeah,
Yeah, I think it was pretty.
pretty good.
The last episode we had our fun with Mr. X, but I think this
Yeah,
time we opened up a bit more about
correct.
how we think about certain things, and we also spoke about important topics and how
We did, yeah.
things
I
are
mean,
happening
obviously,
in the
guys,
world.
we're going to be uploading regularly, maybe once a week and or maybe even twice. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, guys, we're
Yeah,
going to be, as you know, guys, you don't know what to expect from our podcast. It's going to be interesting. That I can guarantee you. It's going to be
yeah,
fun. So yeah, guys, I mean, we don't like to stick to one topic and get you guys bored. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Check all our socials out in the link in the description. And that's pretty much all I had to say. So I'll leave the ending note to you, Nash.
yeah. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. Make sure that you subscribe, follow us on our socials, as Super as he said. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of content coming your way. So stay tuned for that. And also stay safe. I know the world's going through all of that, but we are going through that together. So it's gonna be good to stick together and also take care of yourselves. Be positive, stay positive, have a great time, and let's sign off.
Yeah, well said, man. Anyway, guys, take care and we'll see you guys soon. So, peace.